Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be trying out Lance's Relic but also Tristan at the same time on dogs. I want to go for a more full KOA team because that's what Lance's Relic is sort of based around. So I brought the two other 4 KOA characters and I brought Sigurd. Green Sigurd is probably the best character for this team. Not only does he double up as a demon, which means he actually works with Tristan, but he's also human, which means he works with these two. So he actually works with everyone, which is actually really handy, and he's probably the only support you can really use when running a team like this with everyone's up front, which isn't bad. It gives me a damage increase, gives me a basic stat boost, and lowers the enemy's HP, so I couldn't ask for anything better. For gear, we have HP defense on everyone apart from Lance, who's running attack crit to maximize Lance's damage, because of course this is mainly a Lance showcase. And then for the links, everyone's got attack crit apart from Sigurd's one, which is HP defense, because it is Rotomio to make sure that Sigurd can tank at least a little bit. He's the one I'm scared of the most, taking too much damage. And then for the card set, we are then running the basic stat card set, but the one that gives you the more basic, the actual more main stats, instead of the one that gives you the anti-freeze. Even though anti-freeze would actually be really handy on this boss, I just sort of want to maximize attack, and I don't really care if my team gets frozen. I can't run the one where everyone's the same race, solely because Tristan, which is what I would normally run. But yeah, we're not going to run food, because that's not how I do my showcases. But anyway, let's get on with it. I probably also should have mentioned, my Lance is only 2-6, so once again, when we use these AoE skills, you're going to see decent damage, but once again, you can get even higher than that if you are higher duped, which is sort of the problem with Lance, but it's also a good thing as well, because I can showcase him at a lower ult level. More people are realistically going to have better or similar Lances. Of course, if I was 1-6, it'd be as free to play as he gets. My Lance also has no weapons, like no pay to win weapons. He's only got the free ones that have gone through events, all that kind of stuff, which is pretty handy. What I will do is something along the lines of this. I want to see how much AoE can do turn 1. So Sigurd's only here to get the stacks up. Thank you, Sigurd. We'll do this, so Percy's actually really good damage. And then Lance AoE. Not bad. I'm looking forward to the later ones, where hopefully we should see some quite high damage, because the dogs will have higher damage caps. So we'll do a quick stat check. So Tristan's 800,000 health, nearly 50,000 attack. 55k attack. Percy, which isn't bad, 625k health. He does have his buff, which gives him a huge attack-related stat increase. What's his sub-stats looking like? Yeah, DPS Percy. Lance has got one of the lower attacks, and also he's got like mediocre style health, even though he is attack crit, but Lance doesn't really have any way to boost his own attack related stats. He is a overall booster, he is not a soul booster, he doesn't only boost himself. And Sigurd, yeah, as I thought, the lowest stats, which is the reason why he's got Rotomio. But anyway, Percy should do really good damage now, and then we'll use these two Lance skills, which this should hopefully kill. Go on, Percy. Damage cap from Percy, which isn't bad. We've of course lowered its health because it's Sigurd as well, which is pretty handy. It also means if it does attack us, it's also not going to lifesteal very much as well, which is a little bit handy. But anyway, on to the final bit. We haven't even used Tristan's buff yet because there's no need to, but now we're going to use it because we're on the final phase. I want to see how much Percy can do. Well, I'm not going to because he's actually lost the buff. Pop this. Double AoE. Actually, I'll put AoE with Percy first. I'll see how much Percy can do. And then we'll single type with Lance, and then we'll just double AoE here. Damage from Percy. Honestly, not the worst. Lance, don't kill, please. Okay, this dog's gonna have a lot of health now. No, I forgot they changed it. It's only after. Okay. So yeah, I forgot it's only when it goes back onto the dog's turn do they get the stat boost. But anyway. There we go, not bad. Tristan does as much damage as I would expect. He's going to be really handy for the second floor. Where we've got to do the basically kill it in 5 turns, kill it in 5 skills. If not, they get the revive. But anyway, now on to floor 2. Here we are now on to floor 2. Should also be as easy as floor 1. I think we get. I think there is passive freeze later on. That may actually just be floor 3, but it's nothing really to worry about. We can actually see Percy's like true damage immediately because he immediately starts with 4 stacks, which we'll do some along the lines of this. We'll throw the pierce rate skill up, and then we'll just AoE. And try and save the Tristan AoEs if we get a few of them. That would be nice for the final phase. Good damage from Percy. Sigurd's not here for the damage, he's here for the stat boosts. Lance's AoE. Not bad for only one stack. That was with one stack, so it's not bad. We do have another. We do have another AoE with Lance, which I'm going to try and keep. Hopefully, it should do good damage. Damage cap, as I would expect. I think that's damage cap, 30%. That is damage cap. There you go. Ooh, we might not be able to kill her. We do. Okay, Sigurd did just enough. Because I thought we weren't going to be able to kill her. Here we go. Final phase. Another Tristan AoE would be quite nice. The spam of Sigurd's skills is not that nice. We're going to go for the left dog, because the left one is the one that is giving us all these debuffs. The ignites are a little bit irritating as well. But I would rather deal with the ignites over dealing with all this. Really good damage from Tristan. I think it's. I want to say that is damage cap. Okay, definitely not damage cap from Sigurd. Really good damage from Lance there as well. Actually dealing enough damage to the right dog as well. Reason why we got Retumul and Sigurd here. So everyone else here has like some form of. Actually, I can't just heal with Percy. I do forget that Percy does have a healing skill. We'll kill with Percy. Percy's quite strong. Thank you, Percy. And then we get the heal, which is 30% damage we dealt, so it's only like 42k. It's not really too crazy. A little bit more because of lifesteal as well. I always thought Percy animations felt like too like smooth, like they were sort of like semi-mocapped a bit. They're semi like motion cap. I don't know why. There's a few characters that have that sort of feel to them, in my opinion. Anyway, now on to floor 3. Here we are, now on to the third floor. I'm really going to give some criticism to this team. And that's just Sigurd in general. That's not Sigurd's fault, it's more or less we just don't have another Four Knights character we can use. If there was a, let's say, Gawain, or, yeah, Gawain, which is the last Four Knight we need to finish these three, I think overall the team would probably perform a lot better. But because we don't have a Gawain at the moment, and to be honest, we have no idea when we could possibly even see a Gawain, because we just got Tristan, and if they follow the same trend, we'll only get one of them a year, so we should probably get it next year sometime. But that would, I think, make this team a significantly better. Because Sigurd's okay, but once again, he is sole support. He doesn't really provide much else. Good damage. Lance is very consistent at being able to like get the kill, which is really handy. I'm going to try and save the AoEs. Lance is going to be just sitting there and doing Lance things. I'll use one AoE. I want to see if I can kill. I don't think I can, because Sigurd's got to do like 10% again, which I don't think he can really do. Not bad. No, just under. It's fine. Tristan's damage is really consistent. Bear in mind he's HP defense. Okay, Lance just can't play a skill. He's not allowed to play. That's fine. Let's go for an infect. Normally the dog would have likes to go for an infect. It didn't. Okay, cool. That's the infect skill. What we are going to do is just make hand space. I could push towards Tristan's ult. I think I'm just going to waste all the Percy skills. I don't need them. They're not bad, don't get me wrong, but they're not really super crazy. Someone is going to get frozen here. Let's find out who it is. Who is going to get frozen today? It is... It's going to be Lance, isn't it? Oh, it was Sigurd. Okay, thank goodness. The one I didn't mind being frozen. Okay, we're going to get rid of the left dog, because that's the one that is doing all the freezing. We do need to actually mark it, so we'll mark it as well and then land the AoE, and that should kill. There we go. Good damage from Tristan. Maybe not damage cap, it seems a little bit on the lower side. That could solely be... Yeah, okay, it's not damage cap. But it's not bad damage. We are probably... Actually, what passives do we have? Anything crazy? No. It's just a little bit on the low side, but that's fine. My Tristan has no weapons, and he's running HP defense, so I'm not going to really judge him too much for it. We've got Percy's ult now, which will actually... I'll let Lance get the kill. It is a Lance showcase. If not, Percy can kill it. Let's kill. This is the one time. This is the one time he would kill. But yeah, overall, it's not a bad team. Is it the best team in the game? No. But it's not bad because the team actually has a severe amount of bulk to it, mainly because, once again, Percy has the ability to heal. Lance increases humans' defense-related stats by 15% per human, so, you know, even though Sigurd's the weakest on the team, he's still got 45% defense-related stat boost, he's got damage reduction from Percy, he's got the ability to heal from Percy, and also he's got his own HP lower, which is pretty handy, which stops the enemies from lifestealing, which isn't really a problem in this demonic beast, but in some it can be. Mainly just Nidhogg has the ability to cause the full heal, but that's to do with the gimmicks. But overall, it's not a bad team. Would I recommend it over, like, probably Lance with the Fairy team would probably do better, but then you wouldn't be able to make the most out of his Relic. But maybe that's still the best team to play him, and it's the Fairy team. Just because you have King and Diane, you've got Alpha, you've got Beta, or you could actually probably switch out Beta for what's he called? Eli Helbram, which I still wouldn't recommend because then you lose the cleanse, which can be very vital, especially if you're not running the anti-freeze card set. But overall, not a bad team. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.